Hey Glenn, it's Bobby Mitchell with Kraken Digital Marketing, and I put together this video for you to help you have a little more understanding of what's involved with reaching your customers in the poultry industry. So stay tuned. We'll roll right into the video and get started. Thanks. Okay, so doing a little research into this just to get an idea of what's out there. Looks like Mississippi has the largest agricultural commodity with 2.7 billion paid out in 2013. So again, that's dated, but that shows the impact that the chicken farming industry has on our state. And then if we look, there's conflicting reports, but there's 1,900 poultry farms reported by the Poultry Association. And then if you Google, there's about 1,700 reported. So 17 to 1,900 different farms in Mississippi. So what does that look like for a farm owner when they are looking for insurance, looking to change, looking for cheaper, better, more expansive types of insurance? We looked in the initial 6 counties, Glenn, that you gave us, and there wasn't a lot of activity in those. So we went ahead and broadened that out to the whole state of Mississippi. And I truly believe that you're going to have to reach the whole state in order to get those farms. Some counties had zero activity as far as those guys looking for insurance. Other counties had 20, 30, 40. So if you become the expert in the state of Mississippi for the chicken farm industry as providing the insurance and the inroads for those guys and a resource to those farmers, then you can set yourself up as being the go-to when it comes to providing insurance. And let's look at what that looks like from the consumer point of view. So if I am a farmer and I'm in Mississippi and I search poultry house insurance in Mississippi, you'll see here there is zero search volume. And this is an average over several months here. So really no one is typing in this term in Mississippi. However, you do see that people come up. Poultry Farms Mississippi Insurance Market, Norwell Agency, Nationwide. So those are coming up even though no one's searching for it. Poultry Farm Insurance in Walthall County, there's zero. Chicken farm insurance in Lamar County, there's zero. But what you happen to see is who comes up. Farm Bureau and State Farm. And then there's a few others down here, some banks, Noel again, Mississippi agencies. So what's happening is there's not a lot of content out there for the consumer. So when Google is trying to find relevant content to serve up for somebody that's looking for chicken farm insurance in Lamar County, what they're looking is they're going, okay, well, we can't find exactly what you're looking for, but we do have farm insurance. And so we're going to go ahead and give you Farm Bureau insurance, right? State Farm insurance. These guys have it in their name. So they're automatically going to rank up there and get found just because it's in their name. They don't have to do anything else. But if you look, this page here has poultry farm in the page name. A few other of these have, crop insurance, poultry farms here, poultry farm insurance, chickens. So those are the things that Google's trying to pull that are related to the chicken farming industry. And you can create content that will be bigger and better and badder than these guys, and you will then show up as that result. And what we want to do is basically give good content, be a resource, and then lead those business owners down the road to buy insurance from you. If we look here, I just did poultry insurance, right? There's 20 people a month. So I found somebody looking, about 20 a month looking there. And what comes up? Nationwide, Live Oak Bank, Noel Agency again. So those guys are coming up. And really, there's nothing else out there. So all we have to do is stand out from the average, and we're going to get business. So here's what those guys are putting up there. So Noel Agency, they put up a page. And the good thing they did was they named this page Poultry Farm Insurance. If you look here at the top where I highlighted. Then they have a page title, Poultry Farm Insurance. Then if you go through here, they're talking about poultry farms and poultry and contaminants. They're talking about a lot of things that are related to those terms that kind of encompass everything related to a chicken farm. And because they did that, Google suggested this result to the searchers, and they come up on page one quite often because of that. And here's another Live Oak Bank. They wrote an article about what do you need to know about poultry farm insurance. And again, all they did was create content that somebody can find. Poultry farm, different insurance coverages, some of the pitfalls you have to look out for. So just by creating that content, they were able to get to page one. So what that tells me is that if we make you the expert in the room, that you're going to be on page one for these same terms. And another here is poultry farm insurance. Again, that's what we were searching for. Nationwide, at the top of the page here, you'll see they have poultry farms, poultry farm insurance, and then they have different things related to that type of insurance. So that helps them to rank for that. What I did find was this company was running advertising. They were the only ones I saw running paid ads. So these are Google pay-per-click ads. So I clicked on the ad. It cost the company a couple dollars to get me to do that. And what I see here is a pretty cute little page. What they're saying is, hey, we're your guys to go to if you are a contract grower. And then we can find a broker. So we go there and we look at what brokers. So these guys service, the South and Northeast. They pretty much service everybody. So they're not real concerned about being local, being the guy next door that understands your business. They're just looking to sell insurance. And then you fill out a opt-in form, and that leads you down the road for somebody to call you somewhere. And that's okay. That's just a lead gen site. And then their coverage and cost here, they have a nice little page. It just looks what it should look like. Chicken farms, buildings, chicken, and some statistics. So you have, different aspects of the insurance here of which the farmer would like to know. So they're going to look over these things and see what the coverages are. And of course, I got some images, a little fear factoring there to try to get people to buy insurance. So we look around, and these are some other tools that I use. So we looked a little deeper, and I like to use different tools to get different metrics. That way, if it all crosses the same path, then I know I'm doing right. So again, here we got poultry insurance. There's 10 searches a month. Poultry farm insurance, 10. And that's it. There's really only 5 or 6 key terms, and those terms are very, very low. Now, here's the good thing. Low search volume in some businesses means death. But in your business, low search volume means that business owner is actually looking for insurance, because there's only going to be one person that types in poultry farm insurance, and that's going to be the guy that owns the poultry farm. He's looking around to see what his options are. So if you own a car dealership, obviously you got thousands of people a day that are shopping your sites. This is not the case. Here we have a very concise pool of people, and they're looking for one thing, and that's insurance. So if they're looking, then that means they have an intent, and that intent is to buy, and that's good. So we'll try to reach those people, like I said, as being the expert in the room. That way they come to you with their questions, and then that's your job to sell them that insurance. And then the competition wise, I looked poultry farm insurance. You'll see the same ones here: Nationwide, Live Oak, Bagwell. I mean, all the same guys are up there for poultry farm insurance. And then you have poultry insurance as a different type of term that someone may search for. And again, the competition is not there. 25% competition. The higher this percentage goes, all the way to 100, the harder it gets. So the good thing is there's really nobody fighting for this online. They just happen to have it because, like State Farm, it's in their name, or they happen to have a page, or they wrote an article, or they have some information about poultry insurance. And we can create that for you. So let's say we create a website, and then that website's going to be the go-to resource for the farmer. And you can provide, pitfalls, and you can provide stories of what has and hasn't happened to other farmers. You can just be a resource page with lots of links to other good things you're going to need. Have a blog on there. But in the end, the goal is to set yourself up as the guy in the state that is going to serve them best when it comes for the insurance. So that's how we do that. We, create your Facebook, create a website, run a little bit of ads. Literally, there's only one guy running ads, so we can run ads and definitely, at least, if not beat him out in the bidding of the ads, we can at least be up there with him. So there's a second choice. and then create content that puts you on page one, like these folks. All they did was create some content, and they're on page one. Same here. They created an article. They're on page one, and then with these guys, just create an article. So we can do that. Create the content that makes you the expert, and then we reach out to those farmers. So there's two ways to reach out to them. One is through them just organically finding you. They're looking for insurance. We're in the right place at the right time. So therefore, we get that business. The other way is to do it on social media. And that's where Facebook comes in. Everybody's there, and really you can reach the farmer's wife. You can reach the cousin that works at the farm. You can reach the kids. You can reach the grandparents. You can reach someone that's a friend. Really, we can target people based on their behaviors, based on their likes and dislikes, based on magazines they read, based on TV shows they watch, based on things they like. If they like a particular chicken hatchery, then we will target people that like that hatchery. If they like Tyson chickens because they sell to Tysons, then we can target those people. And all we're doing in that sense is getting in front of them over and over and over with our message, and eventually they're going to get curious and they're going to click on that message. It's all about repetition with the advertising. And there's a very other different ways we can do that. But the main goal is to, one, be known as the authority, as the expert in the room. And number two, to be in front of them where they're at. If you can get those two things together, then they're going to start seeing you, remembering you, getting curious and seeking you out. And therefore, you'll get that business. And being 1,700, 1,900 farms is what they're saying in the state. Look, 10% of that, you got 170 to 200 farms. That's a pretty good year. And it'll take a little bit to get all this done, to get in front of these folks, to create the content. It's not an overnight success. We can obviously start advertising within a few days. But for SEO purposes, website building, ranking up the pages to get to the first page and outrank these other guys with these articles and this content. It's going to take a little bit of time, so there's a plan that we need to map out over many months to do that. But in the long term, once you build the content, it's there. It doesn't go away. Once you build the website, it's there. Once you keep updating the content, you keep it fresh and relevant to what's going on. News that's happening today or things that are coming up. That way, you're going to stay up there in the news, in the front, in front of those people repetitively, and eventually it will come around and they'll start to seek you out. So I hope that helps. Let me show you a couple little things here. Let me close this. So here are the search trends before I close out. So there's about 40 people a month in January. There's about, February, March is about 25. Then it was about 50 searches in September. So you see it fluctuates. And what we can see here is people are searching mostly on their mobile phones, and this is about 60 a month. Mobile phones, tablet, desktop, and then the biggest searches are coming from Marion County, Mississippi, and then the others just kind of average out all over the state. So there's not a lot going on all over the state. And as you can see here again, search words closely related to chicken farm insurance. We got poultry farm, there's 20, poultry insurance 20, poultry house insurance 10. And these are an average monthly over a year's period. So not a lot of volume, but there are people searching out. And if you average, say, 50 or 60 people a month over a year, now we're looking 500 or 600 people. So nearly half of the guys that have chicken farms in some form or fashion may have searched for new insurance over that period. So there are people looking, and being that it's such a low search volume, the intent to buy is there. So that's really good news for you, as you can go in there and create quality content to help the consumer and dominate this niche. So I hope that helped, and if you have any questions, just give me a call, send me an email. I'm wide open when it comes to talking about SEO and digital marketing. I love it, and I know we can help you become very successful. So y'all have a great day and take care.